Let's follow this example through in Priority. We have our sales opportunity in. Maybe I now want to quote the customer, and the direct activations in the system will allow me to do that. I can open a price quote, and that will copy all the details from the sales opportunity into the price quotation for the customer. So now we've got our quotation. We can find the quotation in the price quotations for customer tile, and if I wanted to drill onto the quotation itself, then I can do so. So here's my quotation. It's in draft. As with the BPM you've seen already, we can move through the statuses. I'm just going to make this ready, for example, and once a quotation is ready to go, I'm more than likely to want to print it. When I select the print option, you'll see that I can choose whether to send it simply to paper or display it on screen, or email it, or for that matter send it out through other applications as well, with different formats for the different type of quotation that I'm going to issue. I'm going to issue that through the email, and that connects through my through to my Outlook, so that that's fully recorded in the system. Provided the status that I've assigned to a quotation will let me do so, I can then move on through the direct activations to open the order. And that pushes all the details through from the quotation into the order. We can move on to the order that got created by selecting orders based on the quote and picking up the order number and drilling in, and that will open the underlying order. Now, the workflow that follows depends very much on your specific industry. There may be various types of picking involved, there may be allocation of inventory involved. At this point, I'm going to very simply take this order and create the shipment for it. Before I create the shipping documents, however, I am first of all going to put the contract that we just signed against the sales order so that it's readily found. Within the attachments tile, I can go through and I can add a document in from anywhere on my computer. This is stored on the server, so you're not worried about any kind of mapping or anything like that. It puts the file into the against the order, and at any point I can click on the icon in order to open the actual contract so that I can see what contract was actually signed. When I'm ready to ship this order, I can click on Customer Shipments and I'll get the details of the order ready to ship. Now, remember that AV Corp is a lead, and I haven't changed it from being a lead, so Priority will prompt me to the effect that I can't actually ship this yet. I need to drill into the underlying customer record, and from the customer record I need to convert the lead to a customer, and that will put AV Corp into the customer status so that it can then actually be worked on and the goods shipped. If I want to look at where I am with a given customer, I can go into the customer record. And indeed, for AV Corp, I will have needed to do this in order to switch them from a lead to a customer. But I've already done that in this data file. What I want to do is I want to check out the open sales orders. So this lists the sales orders that I've been processing. And in each case, I can drill into the underlying order and check out the status of the order. Prior to shipping these goods, what I want to do is check the inventory. So if I click on the inventory for the individual part, it should show me the exact position on inventory. And here are the values for inventory for each of our 3 main locations, so I have plenty. So now that I've established that there's enough inventory, I can go ahead and process the shipment. Going to the customer form to pick up the customer that I want to look at is the best place to start. I can look at the status of opportunities, but in this case I'm actually interested in any open sales orders. So I'll click on the open orders and I can drill into, let's say, this one that is currently in draft that I want to ship. So I can move the status forward to in progress so that I can get ready to ship it. I might at the same time check inventory levels from the order as well, but I'm going to progress beyond that to the shipping form. So now if we go into the shipping form and pick up the relevant customer, we can specify the sales order or orders that we want to apply to this shipment. And then I'm going to also indicate that I'm ready to ship my part. So that's all I need to do to get my shipment ready to go. And don't forget the status. This is a draft, so once we're actually ready for this to be finalized, we can confirm that and we can print the shipping document. So we finalized this customer shipment, and now we can create the invoice from it. With a direct activation, it prepares all of the details from the information that was actually shipped. So again, no rekeying, we get an invoice, which itself will be subject to the usual BPM rules so that we can then track the different statuses of the invoice through approval to be sent out.